Hey, what's up guys? Delta the Ranger back again for the Minecraft Superflat Village building. In the last episode we built a farm over here and we have it set up with a connection from it to the next building across. That building is what we're building today. As you can see by the scaffolding setup, it's quite a big one. Now, this building is a windmill, or a miller. The concept of the miller is it takes what is in the farm and converts it into flour that then gets used in another connected building. So, I have a scaffolding set up here. You can probably see by its size, it's quite a big one. So we're going to do a lot of building in today's episode. So, starting off again with our corners, we're going to build these up quite high. They're not going to go too high though. This scaffolding unit represents their height. So I believe it's just one more, and then across. There we go, yes it is. Right. Come right over, and they attach at the four corners here. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do this for the entire rest of the way around. Right, so there's our framework built, and the next step we have... Okay, so the next step we have is we're going to construct the outer walls of the building. Now, the outer walls of this building are going to be kind of bland, to be honest. But that's only because there's going to be a large centerpiece to it that we're going to construct after that. You can probably maybe tell when I say it's a miller, you can probably tell what we're constructing in this central point, where it kind of sticks out, where the scaffolding kind of sticks out the front like that. You can probably guess what's going in that space. But yeah, that's what we're building, something kind of large in there, and I'll leave you to figure out it. I'll leave you guys to figure that out for yourselves while I finish off constructing this. Okay, so I believe there's just one more block here, yes. Okay, there we go. So that's that done. Now, we'll just quickly construct our door first. Right, okay. We'll build our door frame first, and then we'll get to work on our central point. Put that there, and then that there, and then there we go. Right, so here's our central feature, I guess you could say. This is going to be a giant windmill. So I'm going to start by breaking the first three scaffolding of this area, then get my birch logs, my birch fences even, and replace those three like that. And then stick it out one more, And the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to come down by 3. Actually, I can come down by 4. I'll go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out both sides also 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So there's a large, kind of looks like an empty windmill. And I've got these banners I made. If we look at the back of the storehouse, you can see the red and white carpets. It wasn't a mistake. That is the color scheme of this town. Is the red and the white. Now if I put one of these on every second bit here, and every one of this bit, we will get what looks like an almost perfect looking windmill. Like that. So there we go. That's an easy way. That's the easiest way to make a windmill in this game. Now you can see this large section up the top of here. The reason why that's there is because this building has got a slightly different roof compared to the other buildings. Where all of our other main actual buildings have had square roofs, this one has got a kind of curvature to it that makes it kind of like go upward, like a spire of some kind, but it doesn't actually turn into a full spire. This has got a very light curvature to it, which is evident by the positioning of the lower wood section, and then the upper wood section follows these scaffolding blocks right the way around. Oh wow. Did I actually just fall through a hole that I didn't fill in? That was smart, wasn't it? Okay. So yeah. Let's break all of these around the outside of here. And I can build onto the outside edge of the scaffolding using the wood, and that'll tell me where to place everything else. Okay, there we go. So we just continue this around like this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right, now let's head back inside. And this central tower I have here, made of the scaffolding blocks, has got two purposes. If I break this one and the rest of the scaffolding falls off, I can extend the fences out to here. So that way I know exactly how far the fence goes before it reaches the center. Now this is where the fence links up with the fence up there. If I break that, it will destroy the roof, the scaffolding on the roof, and allow me to build out the rest of the outside of the roof with the wood. So you can kind of see from here how it's going to look. I wonder if a glass roof actually would be nicer. Maybe something I'll consider for a different building, because I don't know if that would work really well in a mill to have a glass roof. Sun could cause some problems, couldn't it? So I don't really know if that's a good idea. But what I will do is I will fill out the rest of this roof with the wood, and then here we go. Right. Right, there we go. Now let's head back down. Come on. Will you drop, please? Thank you. Right, head back in here. So now you can see we've got the wooden fence that goes right up to there, and then it cuts off and goes this way. Now, I'm not entirely sure at all how a mill works, how a windmill works. I've only seen a couple of windmills in games. Never have I actually seen one in real life. Why is that so loud? Ah, that's why. Right, I hope that's not been a problem. Oh, that's not been picked up too hard on my thing, on my microphone. Like I was trying to say, in case it has actually been caught off. I'm gonna restate myself again. I'm not entirely sure how a windmill works. All I know is there's a thing in the middle that like twists and turns from the wind, and somehow that does magic things that does things from things. If you know what I mean. Like I played Farmville back in the day for like all of 10 minutes. And I did have a windmill that made flour. That's all I know that a windmill does, is it makes flour. I don't know how it does it, but it does. So this thing's not going to have too much of a very like sizable interior, if you know what I mean. It's going to look mostly barren on the inside, except for the barrel in the middle that looks like the bit it turns into. It's going to have a couple of like out bits here, because I feel like some windmills do have those, if I remember. And oh boy, now what happened to this? That got blown up, I think, somehow. Okay, easily fixable though. We just place in 1 and 2, and then middle block there. Actually, I need to do, and then put in the blocks here, so you can walk up to this, and then the button has to go on this block here, if I recall. Yep, I'll sort that out in a second. I have to build one on this side as well for the other building, so I'll do that. Now these scaffolding blocks here have another feature, because this mill has got middle storage facilities. It's got storage on the inside of it. I've got NBT tagged barrels here that are already filled with, completely with flour. So that's the idea here. So if I just place these along here, fill up the gap in the wall, and there we go. We have our full barrels of flour. Okay, now I'm going to construct the central, or the station heading over to the next area. So that shouldn't take too long, and I will probably speed this up so you can actually see how this thing gets constructed, just in case you have any ideas of possibly wanting to construct your own on your own worlds. You actually want to see it being made, so I'll do that. Sure. Okay, so that goes there. Now we see, do I have a thing? I'm pretty sure I do. Number 9, isn't it? Yeah. Is it C9 or X9? Let me check. I don't want to mess it up. X9. There we go. Right. Okay. And there. And then. Okay. Yeah, that goes to the stair here. And that. This. Stair 1, 2 there. Stair 1, 2 there. And the button. Test it. There we go. Place it the right way around. Here. There we go. Right. Place in that. Up here. Let's see. Okay. It's that. I mean. So maybe bring my rail. Oops. Let me say here. Rail. Okay. Then maybe stairs here. That. Let's see. Right between you. So check this out. And then these things. Wait on. Wait. One like. And stairs like this. And then goes 1, 2, 3. And then 2, 3. And then goes 1 and 2. And then block. Stairs up 2. Stairs up 2. Button. Upside down stair here. Okay. That should be everything. I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to test it. Also, I'm going to put a minecart back in here because this one broke. I don't know why that happened, but it did. So let's test this. Okay, we ran over. Did it stop? It did, and then we run it back. Yay, good. There we go. That's fully set up now. Let me fix these because they're broken. Actually, are they broken? No they were not. I've just broken them. Well, that was good, wasn't it? Okay. There we go. I'm going to put these across this way as well. There we go. So, that is the windmill fully complete now, but let me just X5, because there is something else that I was meant to do, which for some reason isn't in the hotbar. I should have had these in the hotbar. Because of the design of this building, glowstone would be the best option for the light. Obviously glowstone is a really ugly block, but if we put one in all four corners up here, it creates almost like a glowing orange effect inside the building, which is definitely a lot nicer than having the bright blue from the prismarine lanterns. Just as long as people don't look up at them, it should be fine. And something else you can do if you don't want the awful looking design is if you get a trapdoor, like, I guess for this building the best option for up here would probably be the dark oak doors. Really, I should have used a different wood type that blended in a bit better, but you can easily do that with them, and then it kind of almost looks nice in a way. And possibly, let me do a quick check of this here. I wonder, this is just an idea, how does this look surrounded? Oh, okay, no, because it won't work because I can't put one there. Never mind. Well, might have looked alright, but I don't know because I can't do it. Okay, fill in the holes. Okay. So at the moment, that looks like it's fine. I'm gonna put another glowstone though at the very central point of the building with a door on it. There we go. And then here we go. So that should be the entire windmill fully completed now. So there we go. We now have the second building on this connection fully complete. Okay. So that should be it fully done now. Let me see. Oh wow. Okay. Because I broke that barrel, so it filled up my entire inventory with those. Yikes. Okay. Let me... Okay, no, hang on. I need to grab myself a bone meal. And an item frame. When I'm building these little bits onto my buildings, by the way, as you can see, the town hall with the emerald and the storage room with the chest, I'm actually doing a little bit of homage paying to another YouTuber by doing so. In case you guys weren't aware. But yeah, we put my wheat one back on there because it fell off. And then the flour, heavy quote marks there. But that's, yeah. And that's the entire building complete now. So we're just going to do a spin around it so you can see it fully. It looks a little bit bland at the back, except for that bit at the bottom that looks a bit odd. But yeah. If you don't pay attention to it, it doesn't look too bad. So we have got storage room here. And then here we've got the incoming from the farm. And then on this side we've got the outgoing to the next area. Something I'm going to do actually, just... Okay. Wrong one. No, I want that one. And I need to get an item frame. I put an item frame in here. I'm going to put on this item frame the wheat, just as an indication to the people in there that the wheat comes in from this side, just in case they happen to forget, because it's all a little bit four walls in here. I might add some more decorations in between episodes into some of these buildings, because they are a bit bland on the inside. Like this one is kind of just empty except for the chests. And then I've got a few decorations in the town hall, but at the same time, not a lot. They could really do with some more. Maybe even some windows in that mill would be alright. It's a windmill. It should have windows, shouldn't it? Well, I'll figure out what to do in between episodes. But for now, guys, that should be it. This has been 25 minutes. Okay, I should actually move that so it's not in the way while I'm doing the outro. There we go. Better. Okay. This has been a straight 25 minutes of me recording. And I must say, actually, recording it like this, without the jump cuts and everything that I did, means it's going to be easier for me to edit, because it means I'm not chucking in multiple chunks and wondering why certain things just appear magically. Yeah, I think I'll do this for the rest of the series now. For sure, I'm going to do that for the rest of the series now. But on the subject of the rest of the series, I'm going to end this episode here and see you in the next one. We should be coming up for... Well, okay, we have episode 6 next, and episode 5 next even. And that's the building that is going in there, which I'm going to build the scaffolding for now, actually, off camera. Let me grab my scaffolding so I remember after I finish. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera, and I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. So for now, this has been Delphin, signing off, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.